I want to welcome everyone again officially this morning, and thank you so much for joining us today for our webinar. We know this is an incredibly busy week for our members in skilled care, so we're very appreciative for all of you that are joining us. I would like to introduce to all of you Cindy T. Walt. Cindy is the NAAP Financial Director. She's also the guru of most all things. Whenever we have questions, we can go to her. So, Cindy, we are so excited to update and replace the old session that we had with all the new things that are happening with NAAP, with the membership, the benefits, how to access things. So, I'm going to turn it over to you. And if you could tell everyone just a little bit more about yourself, and you have the next hour.
Okay, well, thank you so much. It is a pleasure to be with you. And I'm very excited to be with you. My experiences with, I worked full-time with the nursing facility, skilled care, also independent living and assisted living in a community for 35 years. And I know I started when I was young. No, not really. But anyways, but I loved it. I loved my job, and I ended up retiring a little bit early so that I could do the activities of my own and fulfill commitments like serving on the NAAP board, which is very exciting for me to do that. I love to travel. I have a husband who is working yet because somebody has to fill the ATM, and two adult children who are 25 and 24. My daughter just got married last year, and my son is working full-time. Anyways, I could go on and on about that, but that's kind of what I do in my spare time. I am happy to go over with you some of the great things as far as the benefits of the membership for NAAP, and I'm just really excited about that. As Vanessa says, we are updating our webinar about that because in the last couple of years there have been an incredible number of changes and improvements, and so we just want to be able to tell you about those so that you can access this information, know a little bit more about NAAP, and also help guide you through all of the resources. I believe that NAAP has so many resources that perhaps are not tapped into because people may not be aware of them. On the screen, I have shown you our website. Our website is naap.info. And on our home page, we have some of the benefits of your NAAP membership. And so I'm not going to read all of them to you. You can obviously read them yourself. However, I do want to just point out some things. We are the membership association. So the members are what guide us. We want to help prepare you for you to be able to do your jobs and to meet the requirements that you have to make life wonderful for the people that you serve. Some of our benefits, obviously, we do keep up with the most current regulatory and the government issues. We try to inform our members of those as things come up. We have a wonderful library of e-learning that has education sessions that you can listen to at your leisure. You can get credit for those if you do need those for certification. Those are all free as a member. We do encourage you, if you do use your e-learning for your certification, that you do check with your certifying body to make sure that it meets the standards as far as how many recorded sessions you can have and that type of thing. Again, check with your certification body. We also have great articles. We have people who are writing absolutely wonderful articles that face the activity professional, and those you have complete access to. This is our webinar. We have 2 live webinars a month. And so some certification bodies allow you to use those as live webinars, live sessions. We also have an annual conference, which is a great resource for not only education, but for networking, for you to learn what is happening, to attend sessions, to see our vendors, just wonderful things. And we'll talk more about that. Networking, obviously, program ideas. You can see our vendors. And we have a great toolbox that I will show a little bit more about that, so you can see what is all in our toolbox as a member. Also, this is what our front page of our website looks like. Our website is our main means of communication with our members, and so this is very important for you to be able to access this. As a member, you do have access to all the areas on the website. If you were just checking out the NAAP website, you probably would not be able to see everything that it has to offer. But today you will. I just wanted to let you know that we have an email that comes out every Monday. When you sign up online and pay by credit card, you will automatically be added to that list. If you sometimes people want to get that at home or they want to get it at work, you can certainly sign up for our weekly news. That is free and it's open to all. When you get that on Monday, the one thing about that is that if you are a member, you are able to log on and see all of the e-blast that has been sent. If you are not a member, it will stop you. Say, for instance, this is an article that came out in our e-blast. And so this is kind of what you would see if you were not a member. You would see just a little bit of a teaser that talks about it, and then you would have to enter your username, your password, if you were a member, that you can then access the full article. So this is where you would go ahead if you were a member. Obviously, if you're not, you can join in, just click that little button and you can log in if you are a member. What we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be going over all of the information as far as the, what exactly is on our website. You can see those on our drop downs on the website, but I kind of want to talk a little bit more about those so that you can actually see them in action. So as a member, I'm going to be logging in, and the password that you'll establish when you sign up is your password. That can be changed. Your username cannot. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But when you first log in, you're going to be seeing a page that has just the user information. You can click on this, which would say renew your membership, and that would bring you up to a membership form. You can fill this form out, and then you would go down all the way to if you're going to be renewing, and then you would go to the or paying by check or by credit card. You'd go to the next step, and if it was a credit card payment, it would show up on your screen, and then you would submit that. We do encourage, if you are joining NAAP for the first time, we do encourage you to consider using your personal email. One of the reasons is that we find that some of the facilities have firewalls, and those are sometimes we don't always get the information. Sometimes we have they'll go to spam, or sometimes we can't. We have trouble. People have trouble putting their credit card information in. So it's one of those things that this is your membership, and sometimes it's a little bit easier to access if you have your own email as far as what you sign up with. We have had instances where people use their work email, but then oftentimes, like many activity professionals, they don't always have time at their work and to sit down and watch some of these sessions, or to access, or to take a really good long look and see what's at the website. So they want to do it at home, and sometimes people just don't have access to that email at home. So those are just some things to think about as you prepare to establish your email, your username, and think about doing it that way. It's just a thought that we found that was very, very helpful. Once you get on this login page, you will be able to see that when the membership expires. So I would see on my page that my NAAP membership is active, and my renewal date is June 1st, 2019. And it says you have 90 remaining payments. I'm just going to tell you that if you've made a payment on your credit card, that will show up and you will see a receipt. I'm not doing that because this is just a test run for you. So mine is not going to show, and trust me, my membership does not expire June 1st. It goes a little bit longer than that. But that's just to show you what is on that page. Then we would go to the home. I'm sorry, I have to just kind of close this up a little bit. I'm sorry, I hope I don't make you dizzy, but there's a little home button here. My webinar chat box was covering up, so I do have to hit that home, and the home will take you to all of the tabs that we have. So we're going to kind of take a look at that. Our education, I wanted to hit on that tab, and I'm going to show you, this is all the information as far as our annual conference is concerned. You will see the dates on that, where it's going to be, and then coming up in the fall, probably after mid-November, you will see the conference brochure will be up there with all of the information. But until then, you can see where we are going to have our conference, the dates that it's going to be, and at least have that information. Our conference banquet that we have is when the time that we hand out our awards that have been chosen and submitted by our members. This is our award nomination page. We give out 4 awards: the Activity Professional of the Year, the Rising Star Award, the Quality of Excellence Award, and the Volunteer of the Year awards. All of those are described here on this area of the website, so that you can kind of see, you know, if you have somebody that you really want to point out in your campus or anywhere, a colleague, you can certainly take a look at this and fill that out. It's a pretty easy form as far as, you know, nominating someone. You would just go here and drop down to whichever award that you are looking for and fill in all the information. We do ask that you have a brief summary of why they are, why you want them to receive this award, and then we do need a headshot of the nominee, and we ask that you would drop that, and voila, it's done. The awards are actually open now for nominations until January 31st, after the first of the year. So if you do have to be a member to nominate, but it's just something to kind of think about. You know, before we only took award nominations by paper, and it was a little smaller time frame. We understand that Christmas time is always a time of hustling. So maybe if you have somebody that you can think that you might want to nominate, not this week maybe, but after a few weeks, you can certainly do that. And it's a very easy thing to do. And then those people are, like I say, recognized at our banquet at our annual conference. We do welcome, as many of you know, we have exhibitors at our conference, and I think last year we had about 22. Some of them were new. It was great to have those. So if you know of anybody who is interested in being an exhibitor at our conference, we suggest that you shoot them to the office or tell them about this page, which will be coming up closer to the conference. But again, that's how people who want to be exhibitors go online. This is an exciting part of our membership, and this is a huge benefit for our members, and that is our scholarships. Very proud of the NAAP organization in that they education obviously is our main goal, and we are able to provide some scholarships. First of all, we have a NAAP NCAP exam scholarship that, if you can read it right there, to assist defraying the cost of the exam. We also have 2 conference scholarships that we give out. This year, we are pleased to be able to give out 3 activity professional scholarships. And what those are, it will cover the cost of registration. Last year's registration was about $350, I believe, and I'm not sure if it's been set for this year, but it is a great value. If we find that there are many people who their facility may not pick up the conference registration, or they have to provide travel, so we find that this is a really great benefit. And we're pleased to be able to give out 3 scholarships because we have had such a great response to the silent auctions that we have and the live auctions that we have every conference. And we just, that money, everything that is raised in those silent auctions and any donations that we have go directly to this scholarship fund. And so the members help to do that. And so that's where we are giving back. If you're thinking that you want to go to the conference, or you have people in your state, we really do encourage them to fill out the scholarship form. The scholarship form is really really easy. You download it, you print it off, and you send it in. We also have another scholarship fund, and that is, we call it the Michelle Nolta Scholarship Fund, and it is given in the memory of one of the leaders of the activity profession, Michelle Nolta. And this scholarship covers the conference registration, as well as applies $200 to travel expenses. We're offering one of those scholarships this year. Again, this is just a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for our members, and we encourage you to fill those out. For our conference, again, since we're still talking about our conference, again, it's in Reno, Nevada this year. And we are actually very excited that we have our call for presentations for this conference is now open. We are looking for speakers. So again, if the submission is fairly easy, and there is this online form, talk about the title, the program description. It has several other questions that are pertinent to anybody who would be speaking. And then your bio, and then we just ask for the handouts. And if you don't have the handouts ready right now, you can certainly send those at another time. But this is something that we really encourage people to, again, submit for your presentations. We encourage those of you who know somebody who would be interested in doing that, who has a topic that needs to be discussed, or you think it's a good one, just have them submit. We are very pleased that we had a absolutely wonderful conference this last year, and it has been proving our conferences have been top-notch quality, and we can do that by having such a great a response from submissions for speakers. What happens is that people would submit the form, and it does go to our education committee that is overseen by a professional development director, and they actually go through as a committee and discuss and look at the speakers and how it all fits in, and makes those choices by around November. So anyways, that's, again, very, very easy. And this is where, as far as our members are concerned, we really do encourage you to be involved this way, and to, again, put people who think that you have had in your state or in your regions, or you know somebody who would be a really good fit. Our NAAP sponsorship opportunities are, our conference is comparative to other areas of discipline. Our conferences are fairly inexpensive as far as conferences are concerned. One of the reasons we can keep that low is that we do have sponsors, and we have business sponsors, and we also have state sponsorships. We have had wonderful responses from states who have supported us, and we always welcome new ones. But we do online, if you again are in your state and you want to look into this, we would certainly love to have that. Our state sponsorship packet is already on the website. We have different levels of state sponsorship. I'm just going to open up the packet. Again, it shows us the lighting of the way, and you would download and print this off, and you would come up with our application, which just as a matter of choices and who to contact. And then it also explains what the packages are and how much a sponsorship is and what is included. With the diamond sponsorship, for example, which is the highest one, and I'm sure we would take more. If you wanted to give more, we could come up with another one. But we do have, let's just start right there. You take recognition at the annual conference and free marketing on our website, and 1 complimentary registration, and as well as 3 complimentary NAAP memberships. And then they go down as far as, you know, what the perks of those memberships are. Again, those are just really important for those people who are associated with state associations and you'd like to help us out in that way. Now I'm coming to our education and our online learning. I'm very, very excited. We rolled this on our NAAP e-learning library out about 2 years ago, and just very excited about it. So this is what our online library looks like. If you click on this e-learning library, and I know that you won't be able to read all this from where you are, but again, just as introduction to where you can go to find these things. We've categorized all of our webinars that we have. And you can go and you can click on any one of these. Like this whole section is like associated with the activity profession. We have one on certification. These are kind of related to dementia, our MEPAP instructors, our programming, regulations and documentation. So those are all areas that we have sort of put those in. Some of them are maybe in 2 different areas, but it is something that is really very exciting for you to take a look at. What you would do is that you would just click on one of them, or click on whatever one you want. And I'm just going to actually just click on this one, and it will bring you up to Regent Bailey Tinney Hillman has one, and it's awesome. They're all very, very good, but you would just click on this and you would listen to this, and you would then go to the e-learning form, and you would fill out that e-learning form if you wanted to have it for credit. Again, there's a couple things that a couple tips that we encourage you to take a look at. One is that if you are looking for a e-learning certificate, you would fill out the form and you receive a confirmation online right away. But we do suggest that you might want to just print that out, because sometimes if there's, I know of operator errors, and I'm guilty of that, is that it may not go, and that would give proof if you would print it out. Here is the form that you fill out. Again, a very simple form that you would, obviously, if you are not a member, you would have to pay for that. And so if it would say, if you're not a member, if you clicked on that, you would come up with a credit card that the cost is $35 for one CEU. But as a member, those are all free. You would just fill out the information, the date that you attended, and whether it's a live presentation or recorded. So those people who are on now, obviously, live, you would hit the live live webinar and name the presenter, topic, and then we just ask for 3 objectives that you learned from this session, and then how will you apply this session in your community setting, or like Susan has said, in her state organization. And then we do need you to take your little mouse and you need to write out your name, eligibility. And then you would hit submit, allow at least 2 weeks for processing, but it's usually much less time. So that is our e-learning form. You do not have to take these or watch these sessions only to get CEs, obviously, but you can take a look at them just to use them for ideas, use them just to become more familiar with your profession. So that's our e-learning library. We do have, our webinars, and this is where we are today. And then we will, the new ones will be posted here too, so you can kind of look ahead. And then if you can't find the e-learning form, it's there. If you are interested in becoming or being a speaker for one of our webinars, we truly welcome you to do that. As you can see by the e-learning list, there are many different topics, and when we're offering 2 a month, we really like to have people who volunteer to do that, to be our speakers. We've learned so much and have such a wonderful repertoire of information. The sessions, as you know, are 1 hour in length, and it's pretty easy to do. So you just fill this out, and then you would go ahead and the office would be contacting you. I'm just keep on going. I'm just going to keep on going. I'm not coming up for air, but if you do have a comment or question, go ahead and put it in the chat box. For those of you who are listening on a recording, you can always email me anything that you need. If you are in our group or your facility that you would like some online education that's provided by a board member, we also have that. We tailor it to your needs. And so you might want to take a look at that. An online education request, fill that out, and we would get back to you as far as, what would that look like. That is just that, is that it would be on a platform that, like what we're doing right now. It would be on a GoToMeeting, so you would gather around and do that. So those are all of our educational opportunities, our tabs that we have. Our membership tab, which tells you a little bit more about us. Our Join NAAP is just that, where it's a membership form. Our history of NAAP, you might want to take a look at that sometime if you're ever interested to know how we came about and where we are and some of our history. This historical significance, I think, is important, and it's there in case you want to read about it. We have when the time comes, we have nominations for our board members, and you would see that here. We also have a shop that you can order some things from as far as the NAAP things are concerned. We have 3 publications. We have the Activity Professional Action and Resource, which has a plethora of information from anywhere from the aging process to how to be an activity professional and everything that's included in between. So that has been written by many of, obviously, activity professionals, several different people, and that is on sale. That is for sale. And then we also have a NAAP exam review and study guidebook. And this has been updated. We update it, and it has just came off the press just before a conference. So it was like in April that it was updated and had the practice exam questions. So if you are taking your certification test, you might want to get that to help you prepare for that. We also have a policy and procedural manual. That is something that we used to have it in a flash drive format, and we no longer do that. People have found that they really wanted the hard copy. And we not only have the samples of policies and procedures, but we also have a lot more information about the activity profession, and it's just a really, really good resource. Those are the books that we have. We also have just a link to the Cafe Press, which you can get the NAAP logo with any of the merchandise if you wanted to check that out sometime. We, as a membership, obviously, we have bylaws, and we do not put our bylaws on the website, but we would be happy to send you a copy of our updated bylaws if you as a member request that. If you are looking for state contacts, who is in your state to just get information from, to see what is happening in your state. If you're new to the field, it's a really good resource for you to do it. We don't have one for every state, but you might be able to find yours. If you can't find them, email the office and we will try to find someone in your state. Because as a national organization, there's 50 states, and then plus there's the international, where every state is different, and so we like to be able to connect you with someone who is in that state, not only for information but also for networking and to be able to know who else is doing what you are doing. We have standards of practice, and these are listed there. I'm not going to open those up. If you're interested, you can check those out. If you as a member are looking to change your password, you can do that here. I'm not going to do that right now. But one of the things is when you do sign up, we can't go in and change your username. That's a permanent one. But you can change your password. And if something happens that you have to change your username, or you have a different email, you change jobs and you signed up for the old one, you need to go to the helpline, which I'll show you in a little bit here, and or email the office to have us change it. Just some of the other information as far as we have our music and listening licenses, and this is a kind of a hot topic. People wanted to have the information, and so we have all that here. If you are looking, and all the links that you can find out more about that. Again, this is something that we found out that people really wanted those, so that they can talk to their administrators and talk more about it. Also, our products and our sponsors, and we really have a great appreciation for those people who and those companies who support NAAP in so many different ways. And on this page, you will find out who our partners are, those people who have products for sale, those people who have services, our sponsoring state organizations, and then those who offer training. Some of them are related to certification, some of them are related to getting CEUs, some of them are related to memory care program certification. So all of these people, or these programs, are those people who provide training. So what happens is that when you go to these, you can click on them, and let's just kind of pick one here. As far as our products, this is Eversound, and it tells you a little bit about what they are and then you can visit their website. And so you can certainly do that. But if you want to check out who are some of these sponsors, that would be great. Some of these folks have specials for us, or discounts, or have a partnership that benefits our NAAP members, and that would all be explained on this site when you click on them. So again, a great resource and something that we hope that you enjoy. We have had great response from our sponsors and our supporters on that. This is our toolbox. Now, our toolbox is something that I think it's an underused piece of material for our members. Under the toolbox, everything in here is for your use. There's many articles that are written that we put up here, obviously related to the regulation updates. You go ahead and you click on that. You can read the article, you can print them out, you can use those. We are pleased to connect with My Activity Resources, and this is by Krista Fisher. She runs that. We partner with this. This goes all the way out to September. It's actually online now. It's not, obviously this is just for members only, but it does tell you some ideas for you to kind of think of as you're looking to prepare the calendars. Just a nice, really good resource, especially if you're looking out that long from now. It's a great thing. Some recipes, obviously the directions, just a really neat little just some another resources. And then you can go all the way back, obviously through, hopefully, you can look at them because you might get ideas, but those are all up there as well. We also have blank calendars that My Activity Resources also has given us to use. Let's see, I'm not sure if oh, okay, I'm sorry. Down here, it will open, you'd have to open it separately. So just clicking on it, you'd have to open it. And I think it's coming up so you can see that, but it's a document and you can edit that. It's apparently it's opening. You guys can check that out. But it is just the blank calendars. Again, you can, well, here it is. Ooh. So here's our blank calendar that they have, and there's it's just, again, some ideas on there. You can make text boxes, you could do whatever you would like with that. But that is our thanks to our life resources. Well, let's see if I can get back to where we were going to be, where we are. Sorry here for the little bit of delay here. Here we are. Also, there are in-services that you can take a look at. Some of them are in a document form so that you can edit. For example, I'll just open this one. This is a infection control in-service that you can use this, and it's kind of very basic, but things that, why reinvent the wheel when you have it right here if you have to give an in-service on infection control. We also have some of these are in PowerPoint format, so you can just use them with that PowerPoint. So again, there's just really ideas that you can use, and it's just a very, very good resource. And then we have a lot of forms, a lot of resources for you to use in your day-to-day use. We really appreciate the Tag M Consulting business who has shared a lot of these things with us. But just take a look at these forms. Again, why reinvent the wheel? The resident council meeting agenda, just very, very basic, but again, using that and adapting it to what you would use. again, all of these forms that are there that are just really a good resource. And then we have a lot of different articles that are just ideas that really are really good things for activity professionals to really take a look at and be aware of. Sometimes when you have to do things that are, you just need more ideas, or you just need another idea. So those are all, this is a great resource. Again, that is for our toolbox. The certification talks about other certification bodies, so there's more information about that. Then we also have the job board, and this is something that we post when we get these on the website, and we also post them on our Facebook page. If you are not a Facebook page, please like NAAP, so try doing that. But we do put these up if anybody is looking for a reposition, or transferring or moving, or maybe it's in your area. All of the information is on here. Whatever we are sent is what we put up, and we keep it up for 30 days. So that is on our job board, and it has all the information. NAAP Week is something that comes up every January, and we are pleased to provide this as one of the services that the NAAP board does. And we will be coming up with a whole packet. And this is obviously last year's, but it has the packet with ideas, tons of ideas, a media kit, how to reach out to the media, a poster. Again, this goes around our theme of our conference. So that is, we combine all of those. And then if you wanted to we had some ideas as far as products that were related to that. Our theme next year will be centered around the theme for our next conference. And so again, that will be coming up after June 1st. You'll see that whole packet. And again, so you can plan ahead and have those ideas to use. Our contact, again, you can take a look and see our board members. And I just wanted to introduce you to our board members as far as your organization is concerned. Elisa Tagg serves as our president, and Carolyn Hoff is our vice president. Our secretary is Catherine Sabini. Amy Laughlin is our professional development director, and our international development director is Colleen Knudsen. All of these people serve on the board, and their emails are right here, their cell phones, but you can certainly catch them with the email. We have 2 ex officio board members, and that is myself and Vanessa M., who is the operations director. Those 2 positions are by ex officio. It means that they are under a contract. We are not voted in by the membership. Those positions have a lot of historical significance as far as learning and doing all of the things, especially with the history of it. And so those are ex officio, but they are accountable to the board. If anybody has any questions about that, we certainly can go into that further. Our NAAP helpline, I'm sorry, there's also a state contact if you want to area here, but we've already seen those. Our NAAP helpline is if you have a question, you don't know who to contact, you don't know what to ask, you don't know, whatever. You can ask those. We get a lot of information, we get a lot of questions, and we respond very, very soon. If not within 24 to 48 hours, within 2 to 4 hours, it seems. But we will, if we don't know, we'll find out for you. There are some confusions with our certifying bodies, but we do have this little blurb here that contact them directly. But it's, we'll help you find who you need. And then of course our blog, we have information, we have articles that again, just another place to get them. So that is basically what our website looks like as far as members are concerned. There is, again, there is just so much information that is given through the website. We do have, like I say, we have Facebook pages, and we have several different Facebook pages. So please check those out. And we, those are very, very active. Those are very active. So do check those out. We have the areas that serve not only NAAP in general, but also different areas like specific to assisted living, specific to skilled care. And so do check those out. So I have been talking, I think nonstop, but does any, I'm going to come up for air. Does anybody have any questions or anything that they would like to see more of? For those of you who are interested in becoming members, again, the price right now is $75 for an annual membership, which is a great price considering we get the toolbox and all the discounts, the scholarships, and the e-learning certificates as well. We also, as a membership organization, we do invite your questions. We invite your comments. If something is needs to be made more clear, we would love to be able to have your input on that. We have committees that serve on alongside the board members. We have an education committee. We have a regulations committee that do a lot of the research as far as what is happening with the activity profession. We also have an awards committee that helps pick out the awards. We so there are a lot of different areas that you can talk about, or you can be involved in. So feel free to let us know. There is a question about the email blast, and I will tell you that we send out an email blast every Monday, and Vanessa writes that from the office, and when you sign up for your membership online and you pay online, you will automatically be signed up for it. This e-blast went out yesterday, so this is what it looks like. It has this is the professional. Are you a professional? And you would click on read more, and if you are a member, you'd have to log in. If you're not a member, you would not have the availability. Obviously it talks about the webinar that is today. We have talked about the Voice Library Net, and that program, a pilot program, has all the details. Again, information that you just may not ever go to the website to look at, or you may not see, and it's also information that is specifically for those people who are getting the e-blast so that they can get that information. We always highlight one of our sponsors. This happens this week is the Southern California Association of Activity Professionals, but every week is a new one. And then we also have these articles as far as for you to look up at. You just hit this and you would go to this article or this YouTube. And just really great information. It also has those links that I showed you that from the My Activity resources, the guidebooks. And then, so those come out every Monday. If you are not getting those and you would like to get them, It's very, very easy. You would go to our home page and into this where it says weekly news sign up. The weekly news is free and it's open to all. Full access to all the content is specifically for members. You would just put your name in and your email that you want it sent to, and then you'll start getting them next Monday. We, like I said, we do have some people that have signed up for it, but it has maybe gone to their spam mail. So you will want to check out that possibility if it hasn't come. We have some people who, like I said, want it to come home to their home, and maybe they want it to come to work. You can sign up for both. You can. So it can come to wherever. We might have some people that use an email address but they don't want it to go to their home every week. They want it to come to their office. Then you can unsubscribe from your home email and it can come to your office. So this has, again, it's a perk of our membership, but it doesn't tie into our membership. There are people who do sign up for it. There's quite a few people who are maybe just testing out to see what NAAP is. They're seeing what kind of information they get. So they sign up for it. And a lot of times they say, hey, there is a lot of information. As Robert has quoted, I'm going to quote him. It says, it's well worth the membership cost. But it's something that we really communicate that way. We don't bombard your emails every week. We've thought about, do we want to do it every week? But we have people who said, yeah, we do. There seems to be just the right amount of information in there that, if it was less often, there'd be more information and it would take longer to read, et cetera, et cetera. So it is something that has been very, very helpful. So again, that's the news. And if you sign up today, you probably won't get it until next week. So, but since they come out on Mondays. So that is pretty much our membership in a nutshell. Vanessa, can you think of anything that I maybe have skipped?
Gosh, I don't think so. It was very comprehensive. I don't think you missed anything. It was wonderful. There's so many things to talk about. And I was trying to think of what are some of the most common questions or calls that I get that would relate to the website. And I think that you really hit on them. We get a lot of calls of folks that can't log in or things like that. And it's that tricky area of which email did you use? Because all of us have more than one email. And so, but we're always available to help you fix that problem real quickly by calling the office or sending an email or the helpline. So yeah, I think that you touched on everything. And I'm not sure if you did say that in our products and affiliates, a lot of those, not only it is their support and their and sponsorships through our education, but a lot of those products offer discounts if you are a NAAP member.
Yes. And you can kind of see that when you go in there to kind of see what they are. And if you have any questions, call them. And it's very, very helpful too if you send them an email, if you like their product or you're checking out their product. It'd be helpful for you to say, hey, I saw you on the NAAP website and I'm interested in this, type of thing. So it wouldn't hurt it would help us a lot if you would say that, so that they would know that that people are looking at it. And it's interesting, we do get statistics on our website, as far as, how many people log in and how many are looking at things. And I'm just really proud of the membership that they really do check in on so many things. And it's a very active, and we hope that it's up to date. On occasion, I do get someone who will email me and say, "Hey, this isn't up to date," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." But we try to keep it so that it's a working tool for our members, and you can get as much information as you want and need. And that is a huge benefit for our membership. And that's what we're all about, is again to supply the activity professional with the tools that they need to be successful, not only for themselves, but for their people that they serve. The question was, how many members are there in NAAP? We have about 800 something, Vanessa, at
800,
this point.
yeah, 800 and some change, I'd say.
Okay.
We've had tremendous growth in the last couple of years, last 2 years. We've almost doubled the membership, and we see it staying very consistent and growing exponentially. Cindy and I are processing new members every single day that come through the office. So that growth is really great, and we've seen that growth through the transition and evolution of our services, our benefits, and most importantly, the website.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, if you ever have any questions, you can certainly email me directly. Again, I am the financial director, and so you can find me on the website. And if you can't, you can go to the helpline, and I'll get that information forwarded to me. But if you also check with the office, and we will certainly answer any question that we are capable of answering. But again, thank you to those of you who are listening. We really appreciate you and your input and your support of your National Association of Activity Professionals. We're here for you. So thank you. Have a great day.